Hey everybody, the Long Shot Signatures here. This is episode 46 of my 2023 TTM returns, and I think I've got 12 successes to share with you guys. I've also got an additional return for those who are interested in acquiring hero cards. So we'll start off with that one. Did get a return, but it came back without a signature from Harrison Burton of Wood Brothers Racing. So I am 0 for 2 on him for hero card requests. Last time I sent to him was when he was with Joe Gibbs Racing. Never heard back on that. I don't think that JGR sends out hero cards for any of their drivers, but they will process some autograph requests. So 0 for 2 on him with that, but he does sign through the mail. So maybe if I get another one or some other stuff to get signed, we'll send that out. But is what it is. So we'll start off with Monday's returns. First one is a 3 of 3 success coming back from a former NASCAR crew chief. These came back in 54 days from Buddy Parrott, who signed all 3 of these 94 max cards for me. Then we got a baseball return. This is coming back from a former player and current general manager. This is a 2 of 2 success in 20 days from Phillies GM Sam Fuld. So he ascended rather quickly through the ranks after retiring as a player. He was considered a very good locker room guy and everything during his playing days, and then he took on the GM position of the Phillies in 2020. I sent to their stadium address. Didn't do anything for spring training this year after the last few years not working out that great. Maybe sometime again down the road, but right now just seems like the return rate hasn't been worth it for what it used to be. We did get some hero cards in that were signed on Monday. First one is a 2 signed hero cards in 7 days from Top Fuel dragster driver Antron Brown. Fantastic guy to meet in person, always willing to sign. And he has since opened up his own race team, AB Motorsports, but I believe that they are still based out of the same building as Don Schumacher Racing. It's just under a new banner. So not sure if he's going to open up his own shop at some point, but the address still works sending there in case you have anything you want to send or want to get some hero cards from him. But he was cool enough to send 2. Not sure if either one of these is the same one from last year. I haven't had a chance to look, but really, really cool and a fantastic signature from him every time. Then we got, I think it's 3 signed hero cards and then 2 unsigned from JD Motorsports in 35 days. So first one here is a signed one of Brennan Poole. It was sponsored by fellow YouTuber Eric Estep for Out of the Groove. I think that's his podcast, if I remember correctly. Then also got 2 more autographs from Ryan Vargas. He's a great TTMer and apparently signs a bunch of hero cards because I've gotten him a few times and gotten multiple from him. Did get some unsigned ones. Got one of Brennan Poole that was unsigned, and then another one of Bailey Curry that was unsigned as well. These next 2 returns, I believe, came in on Tuesday. So first one is a 2 of 2 return, but I'm only showing one because the other one was a gift. This came back in 186 days from actress Cheryl Ladd. My mom's a big fan of her, so got a signature of Cheryl for her. She really appreciated that. I don't know too much about her myself. I'm not really super big into movies or a ton of TV. I do watch a little bit of it, just not all the time. So don't really, for myself, recognize her from anything, but she's very, very well known in the TV and acting world. So that one's pretty cool to get. This next one is a 2 of 2 success in 31 days. This is one that I have been wanting since I was a kid, since I first started TTM collecting, or autograph collecting in general. We got back 2 signed photos from former host, engineer, special effects guru, survivalist, whole bunch of different things. Former host of the Mythbusters, Jamie Heineman. So he still works at the M5 Industries building where the show was filmed, and all the stunts, or a lot of the stunts and building took place for the show. I think he's CEO or president of the building, something like that. So sent there. A bunch of people have been getting him back recently, and decided to add him or try him out myself, and really, really glad with that return. That I loved watching that show growing up. It's such a good show. And then we got today's returns. First one is a 1 of 1 return in 17 days from a former MLB pitcher on a 1992 Donruss rated rookie. This is coming back from former Yankees pitcher Sam Militello, I think is how it's pronounced. So I actually forgot I sent that one. I thought it had been out way longer, but apparently I just recently got it out. But he played for parts of 2 seasons, won 4 games in a short career, but always nice to add to the card sets. Continuing with that, this is a 4 of 4 success coming back from former NHL player. He is now playing in the Czech Republic. This guy's got a pretty cool story. Signing 4 of 4 in 77 days, coming back from the Czech Republic. Got back Thomas Plekanec, also known as Turtleneck. He always wore a turtleneck under his jersey, so he was pretty well known for that. But another thing that's really cool is that he was almost a lifelong Montreal Canadian, but when his contract was expiring several years ago, the Canadiens were pretty much out of the playoffs at that point, and they traded him to division rival, the division rival Toronto Maple Leafs, and he played with them. They ended up losing in the first round, as they usually do, and but it worked out with the timing on the trade that when he finished his tenure with the Leafs, he would be at 998 games played. And so after the season was over, the Montreal Canadiens re-signed him to a 1-year deal so that he could play his 1,000th game as a Montreal Canadian. Only played 3 games that year, was later, I think, demoted or let go or bought out. I don't remember exactly what happened. He's been playing internationally ever since. But really, really cool to see guys stick around with the team for so long. He's up there in their all-time scoring list. I'm not sure where, but for a very, very storied franchise, that really says a lot about the guy. So this was a cool one to get back. I remember hearing about that trade when it happened, and just crazy how long that's been. But that was a cool return to get in. It did go through customs because I received some paperwork with it, and on there it said 4 hockey cards, but in whatever, spelt however, they write it there. So I thought that was kind of funny. Then we got a few football returns to end this video off here. This first one is coming back from a former pro quarterback. This is a 2 of 2 success coming back in 22 days from Seneca Wallace. So he was starting quarterback for Seattle for some time. Played for a few other teams, and he was drafted out of Iowa State. So got that photo for the college football quarterbacks binder. We also added another one to that binder with a return that took some time. This next one is a 2 of 2 success coming back in 1,300 days from former college quarterback, NFL quarterback, and now NFL offensive coordinator for the LA Chargers. We got back Kellen Moore. So I sent to Kellen Moore because he had become the new hotshot offensive coordinator for the Cowboys. He held on to that letter for quite some time, had since been fired, and got picked up almost immediately by the Chargers to help out Justin Herbert in their offensive game. But really, really surprised to see that one come back. It was postmarked from Tulsa, Oklahoma, I believe, as well. This next one is technically 2 different returns, but it is coming back from the same person. And what was also strange about this was this too was coming back in an old envelope postmarked from Tulsa, Oklahoma. So looks like they're taking their sweet time there. No, I'm kidding. These guys took a little bit of time to get back to me. But we'll share the first one. This is a 2-of-1 return coming back in 583 days from the new head coach for the Tulsa. I cannot remember their name. The Tulsa Golden Hurricane football squad, Kevin Wilson. So sent this to him via the Ohio State Buckeyes because he had been a former head coach for Indiana University. So he signed that, and then he included, this is how I remember the team name, greeting card, wrote in there and signed that as well. Well, I didn't think that one was going to be coming back, and usually when new guys get hired in, either from a previous head coaching position or they've been a coordinator and been brought in as a new head coach, I'll write to them again, even if I've written to them in the past. So that one came back too. So 2 of 2 in 30 days, also from Kevin Wilson. So really, really cool to add those. Been wanting to get him for a while now, since he was an IU head coach. I've gotten quite a few of them, of the ones that are still alive. So that was really, really awesome to get those back. But that is it for this one. Kind of a long one, but I appreciate you guys watching. Helps me out a lot. Best luck with your guys' collecting. Take care.